Any Najdi who is willing to defend this fatwa, I, as a dog at the door of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are ready to defend this. Who is willing to...
You've got more concentrated Asian population in Bradford than anywhere else.
100%.
Birmingham big, but there's an element of great diversity there.
Yeah.
Manchester, London, Bradford, BD3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 15.
BD2 now as well.
Throw a bit of 21 in as well if you want. The outcasts.
What's Keith Lee? Is it 21 or
22, 21 or 23 or whatever it may be. I think it's 23, right? Throw them guys in. They might be listening as well. We welcome you. Right. I'm not only messing about. You've got more.
देख लेती आँख से मेरे नबी को वो अगर फेर लेती दिल पे चुड़िया फेर लेती दिल पे चुड़िया ये मेरा ईमान बाबा किदा सोना नबी अदा सुल्तान ने मरहबा कितना हसी मेरा नबी सुल्तान ने अम्मा आयशा के हाथ से जब सुई खो गई तो मुस्कुराए आप तो हर चीज रोशन हो गई चेहराए महबूब है चेहराए महबूब है या सूरजों की गाने बाबा किदा सोना नबी अदा सुल्तान ने
Many of these people are saying I've misquoted him, and they're saying my tone was rude, and they are saying I've misquoted him and I'm taking it out of context. Well, if you bothered to listen to the entire interview, you will realize I'm not taking anything out of context. And now I'm really finished with this Shaykh. We will leave him to the sidelines. He's irrelevant. He's not relevant to Palestine. Who is relevant? The children of Palestine are relevant. What we say in the West is not relevant. What we say in UK and USA is not relevant. What is relevant is what the Palestinians are doing. It's time Western sheikhs, everyone wake up and realize you're irrelevant in the bigger picture. Those who are struggling in Palestine, they are relevant. They are the Ta'ifatul Mansura. So this sheikh and those who support him, you're irrelevant. Go back to the Statue of Liberty and your country of liberty. There are non-Muslims who have declared Israel an apartheid state. Yet we have pacifist pushovers in California who cannot come out and declare Israel an illegal entity that is an apartheid genocidal entity. He cannot even say this. Suffer in silence. What kind of statement is this? That you suffer in silence? You go and suffer in silence before you speak on behalf of those who are suffering. Many of these people are saying
He was out in the outskirts of Baghdad prior to his entry and arrival into Baghdad, where he was encountered by the devil. Now the devil can come in different forms. And the devil came in the form of light now and said, you know, what a great man you are. What a great man you are.
Claiming to be God.
You know, you're claiming, and yes, he was claiming that I am God. And I'm telling you that, you know, you don't need to worship me anymore. You have done enough worship to last a lifetime. And Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Ghailani responded and said, وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And all of a sudden, this light turned to darkness and descended upon Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Ghailani and said, wow, how did you know? They said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge from the accursed devil. When the devil came down, he said, well, how fascinating is your knowledge that you knew it was me. And they said, wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. And he was out in the... You have to have an attraction to the woman. You're married, end of the day, you're going to have children with her. You're going to sleep with her. You're going to wake up to her. You're going to live your life with her.
True.
You know, a lot of guys fall out of love. How can you fall out of love, man? Love's pure. How can you fall out of love in that sense? So when we see this, and I took Hafiz Sahab and I said it to him this time he walked in. I said, listen, and he'll remember this clearly. And because we, in our culture, two of you are says, listen, you better stop messing around. Take a good look. If you like this family and this girl from the first time you see, then we will open this discussion and let's pursue this. He sat there, as he sits, just sat there, everything come out, and he goes, you know what? I want to give this a go. And then I'll tell you exactly what happened. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks to have a conversation with her, discuss with her, and have the preliminary build an understanding. If you feel this girl's right, then come back to us. You have to have an attraction.
And this is the problem that they have with me. That Barelvism was not forced onto my shoulders by my parents or my madrasa. It was forced onto my shoulders by the Salafis. The Salafis gave me a book called The Barelvis because they thought that we were Barelvis. I read the book and I went and read the works of Imam Ahmad Rida Khan rahimahullah ta'ala myself objectively and realized that this man was a Sunni alim. But yes, today there are people who say they are Barelvis. Why does this confusion happen? Because Imam Ahmad Rida Khan rahimahullah ta'ala, when he wrote the Husam al-Haramain, there were people with their own Sufi backgrounds who affirmed the Husam al-Haramain. They had their own chains and lineages. And when they affirmed the Husam al-Haramain, they all became labeled as Barelvis. So some of them will come with their own baggage. Some of them will have bid'at in their practices. But why is it that we do not find bid'ah in al-Mufti Taj Sharia, Mufti Akhtar Rida Khan rahimahullah? Mufti Akhtar Rida Khan rahimahullah was a man who did not have any innovations. As far as I know, he was a man who followed the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Who was he to the Barelvis?
He was the grandson of Imam Ahmad Rida Khan rahimahullah. Why is it that with him, they have not exposed him for having weird beliefs or weird practices? Because the man would follow the Quran and the Sunnah. But there are people in Punjab and all these other areas who have these weird practices like wearing jingles on the legs and then they despise Wahhabis, they despise the Obandis, but then they are termed as being Barelvis. These are people that I have always warned against. And this is the problem that they have with me, that